Hi everyone, welcome to Math 250. I'm your instructor. My name's Professor McLaughlin. So I'm on Canvas for our course here. So on the left side, you'll see home, grades, modules, discussions, and assignments. So if you click on home, it takes you to here. And if you scroll down, it says start here, click on this button to watch the welcome video. The welcome video is what you're watching right now. And below that has some other information we'll go over in a second. Then at the bottom, you'll see links to important class information. And then below that, you'll see what to do each day. And then below that, you'll see instructor contact information. And you have my office hours here. Okay, let's go back up here now. So before the first day of class, you should have clicked on these important links to important class information, these 4 links, and looked at them. Let's go over the syllabus right now. So let me click on the syllabus. Okay, so our class will meet Monday, Wednesday from 8 to 10:05 a.m. in UH 113. Okay, here's my email address. My office is in UH 234. Okay, office hours. My office hours will be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. Or you want to come talk to me on Zoom, I'll be there 30 minutes before the start of each of our class meetings. So the following link will work during those times. Just click on the link. You can also send me an email anytime and I will respond within a few hours. Okay. Prerequisite Math 160. Okay. Textbook Larson and Edwards, Multivariable Calculus, 10th edition. You can use an earlier edition. You can use 8th or 9th or the 11th edition if you want. That's fine with me. Okay, course modality. Well, okay, this is a face-to-face class, which means you're expected to attend the class in person during the scheduled class meeting times. In order to participate in the class, you're going to need access to a device with a camera that can connect to the internet. So a smartphone is fine, as well as a pair of headphones. So this class is going to be taught as a flipped class, which means students will be actively engaging with the material during each class. So I won't be doing a traditional lecture. I'll explain more what you'll be doing each day. So each day of class will consist of either a lecture period or a quiz or test period. During each of the lecture periods, you will have about 24 hours to work on a set of lecture questions that will be posted on Canvas. So for example, our first lecture period will start on Sunday, August 14th at 8 a.m. and will end on Monday at 10:05 a.m. So pretty much it starts 24 hours before the start of our scheduled class meeting. So our first scheduled class meeting would be Monday, the 15th at 8 a.m. So it's available Sunday at 8 a.m. So that's how the lecture periods will work. So you'll have about 24 hours then to work on the questions. So during the lecture periods, then you can earn extra credit points by posting a correct answer for a lecture question within a time frame that I specify on the question. So I might say, okay, you need to have the question finished before the first 45 minutes of our next scheduled class meeting. If you do post a correct answer within the time frame, you'll get some extra credit points added to your quiz or test score. So when you've completed all the lecture questions for that day, you can leave class a bit early. Okay. And I'll be sending the class numerous emails each week, so make sure you check your email on a regular basis. And here's some video tutorials on what you need to do at the beginning of each lecture period and how to participate in the lecture periods. So before our scheduled class meetings, I'll be checking the lecture questions that I post a few times, and we'll look at your work and respond. So during the scheduled class meeting times, you'll be able to interact with me on Canvas and in person. Course description, you can look at that. Attendance. So you're going to sign in on Canvas. That's one way I'll be taking attendance, but also when you come to class at the scheduled class meeting times, I will also be taking attendance, like passing a sign-in sheet around that you need to sign. So make sure you attend every day of class. But if you do miss, I think if you miss 2 class meetings, I may drop you from the course, but don't assume that I will drop you. If you want to drop the course, make sure you drop yourself. Okay, homework. I will assign homework, but it will not be collected. Okay, so the way you earn your points in this class will be from quizzes and exams and a final. So the quizzes, there'll be 9 quizzes during the semester. No makeup quizzes will be given. And each student can drop the lowest quiz score. So I'll take your best 8 quizzes. And you're going to have 2 hours to complete each quiz. And there'll be a 1% penalty for every minute your quiz is late. And here's how to access the quiz or a test here, a video. And before your quiz or test, you're going to have to sign an agreement saying that you will not cheat during the quiz or test. Here's a video tutorial on how to do that. Okay, so exams, there'll be 2 tests during a semester, and no makeup exams will be given, and you'll have 3 hours to complete each test. Oh, by the way, you'll be taking your quizzes and exams, and your final will be taken online. So it'll be available on Canvas. So you can come to class and take it, or you can take it at home during the time period. And you must show all your work to get credit. And answer with no work will be given no credit. Okay. So you can't drop your lowest test score, but your final exam score can replace your lower test score if it's better. So for example, say you got on test 1, you got a 75, on test 2, you got an 80, and on the final, you got a 78. In that scenario, your 78 score on the final would replace your 75 test 1 score. But it will only replace if it's better. If you do worse on the final, of course, it's not going to replace your test score. It will only replace if it's better than your lower test score. Okay, final exam. Okay, so it'll be a final exam. You'll have 3.5 hours to complete it. Okay, the weights, the tests will be 30% of the grade. The quizzes will be 40%. The final will be 30%. Grading policy is just standard. I may curve the grades at the very end of the semester, may curve them up a bit. We'll see. Tutoring services, you can look at that. Study tips, you can look at that. So if you need if you have a disability and need an accommodation to participate in this class, send me an email as soon as possible and we can work something out. Important dates, you can look at those. Student resources, you can look at those. So here's the schedule for the course. So all the days are laid out. So you can see on day 1, we'll be covering module 1, day 2, module 1, day 3, module 1, day 4, we'll have our quiz, day 5, module 2, day 6, quiz 2, and so forth. So all the days are laid out. And then your final exam, it looks like, will be on November 30th. Okay, so if you click on module 1, so this is what we're going to be doing for the first week and a half. So at the top, it tells you the objectives of the module. You can look at those. Below that, it has a practice quiz. So the practice quiz will be similar to the actual quiz. So you should make sure you understand the questions on the practice quiz. If you click on it, it'll take you to the practice quiz. You can see here, oops, still loading. There it is. So you can see here that it looks like 6 questions, but question 1 is A and B. So that's your first quiz. That's your first practice quiz. So your actual quiz will look similar to this. Okay, so make sure you understand those questions on the practice quiz before you take the quiz. And then if you click on here, it takes you to the homework for module 1. So it has all the homework laid out, and it has videos that I've made corresponding to homework questions. Okay, so you can work on those homework questions, and if you get stuck, you can click on the videos, or you can come to my office, or you can ask me during class. Okay. And then here's a link, practice submitting a quiz. So if you want to practice submitting your quiz before you take the actual quiz to make sure you're ready, so you don't waste time trying to figure out how to submit the quiz, this walks you through how you can submit your quiz. Okay. And again, it'll be submitted on Canvas. And then here is how to participate during a lecture period. So how to post stuff on Canvas. You can click on that. I'll walk you through. And over here, then, so your work will be posted on Canvas. So if you don't want other students to see your work, there's a way you can do that. If you click on this link, it will explain how to do it. You pretty much just insert your work into a Google Doc and then just share it so only I can see it. That's the idea. So on the first day, then, first thing you'll do is you'll click on attendance and you'll sign in. But you can see right now, if you click on it, it's locked until August 14th. And then after that, you'll start doing the questions here. So here's the questions for the first day. So the first thing you'll do is student discussion 1. So again, that's locked. Then once you've done that, move on to lecture 1, question 1, work on that, and so forth. So once you complete all the questions and I say, I've told you that they look good, then you're actually free to go. You need to show up to all the scheduled class meetings, but once you've finished these questions, you can leave the scheduled class meeting. So for day 1 and day 2 similar, you have 4 questions too. Then day 3, you have 3 questions. And then on day 4, then you have your quiz 1. So if you click on quiz 1 right now, it'll say locked until August 24th at 8 a.m. Okay, that's when it will be available. Okay, so let's just go back to the home here. So this class content, if you click on that, it just takes you to the same schedule that's at the bottom of the syllabus. And then down here, I have days laid out like days 1 through 4. It's just different ways of laying out class content. Okay, so that's the main things about the class. All right, so I'll see you guys in class then on August 15th at 8 a.m. All right, see you.